Well, it's 10:15, and at this time I open up the 2010-2011 budget hearing.
We met the requirements of the publication notices. The budget for 2010-2011 calls for a total levy of $8.86 per thousand on the rural areas and $5.35 on the countywide, which includes the incorporated areas. I don't know how much detail you want to start with. The levies are down from last year from $8.96 per thousand and $5.24. Actually, the countywide levy is up from, excuse me, that was 542. I said 24. The total tax askings are up roughly $150,000 to include increases in the IFRS, mental health spending, secondary roads, and
some insurance.
Everything else was pretty much.
We're across the county. Everyone has agreed to status quo pay and benefits for the coming year. We thank everyone for that. I know it's difficult, but people recognize how serious the current economic situation is, and we appreciate everyone's effort in that.
And to go along with that, you know, we avoided any staff reduction or termination of programs.
No furloughs?
And like Rick said, we appreciate all the cooperation we got throughout the county in that regard. In visiting with other counties around us, there's been quite a bit of continuity in that regard, that other counties have done about the same thing. Are there any questions from the public about the budget? Our valuation went up in the county, so then we could drop the levy a bit. Like as Jim stated, the tax asking is what, you know, a lot of people look at, and that's gone up $150,000.
The operating expenditures are the difference of the proposed budget and the current one. The expenditures are up $26,000 on an annual basis.
And also, you know, what's relevant to this discussion is the fund balances in the different accounts: general, roads, mental health. And there's pretty much, we've got about a 10% balance in those fund balances or designated fund balances. Roughly, we've got about 10% of our operating budget in carryover or in balance.
Is that situation from last year, or are you building that a little bit this year?
I wouldn't say we're building.
Fund balance?
Yeah.
Our fund
There's, the targeted fund balance is about the same as what it was last year. The actual fund balance from last year was a little bit more, so we spent that down to maintain that current targeted balance.
And that, for one thing for folks to understand, as far as reserve balances and the need for reserve balances, we're we have about a strong quarter of the year that we have to operate before the next tax draw comes, and so that's the need for some reserve balance to operate during that first part of the year.
As far as spending, we've got a new ambulance, a refurbished ambulance coming in. That's over a 2-year period, last year and this year, and we're budgeting money for a boiler repair, a new boiler in the basement of this building.
For over 2 years.
Over 2, yeah. But those, secondary roads, they're probably going to follow their historical purchase of equipment. We've got a grader. Beyond that, I don't know what Ron and Mike, spending might be down a little bit, but we've had a busy year plowing snow, and
we did get a little bit of support from the first snowstorm got declared. The second one did as well, the ice, and so we'll get some help from that. I think it's probably a bigger consideration for towns in the debris type cleanup and those kinds of things, and snow removal too. But we're happy about not having to foot that whole bit, because it will be significant.
any more comments anybody wants to make? Not, I'd entertain a motion.
Also moved.
I'll second.
Motion's been made and seconded to close the budget hearing. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Ayes have it. The hearing's closed. I guess at this time we can entertain a motion to adopt the budget.
I'll make a motion to adopt the budget as presented.
I'll second that. Oh, just a second here. Didn't we have to have the discussion of the debt service?
If you want to address that debt service levy, we
Do that.
need to drop that by 2.5 cents.
I would move to make that adjustment in the proposed budget.
I'll second that.
Motion's been made and seconded to make that adjustment and the debt service levy. All those in favor say aye.
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 Now I'll make a motion to approve the amended budget.
I'll second that motion.
Motion's been made and seconded to approve the budget as amended. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. The budget's approved. Thanks, Jim, for all your help.